Please like my videos, please subscribe to my channel, and please press the bell icon so that you get to know when my latest video has come. And to learn more and to find a video relevant to you, please do check out my videos list.
Hello, Namaskar and Adab to all my friends from your friend astrologer and guide Irfan, once more with you from your very own channel Astro Assurance. Why is it that sometimes we find that luck seems to have turned around at the birth of children, especially that of parents when children are born in their family or are born to a couple? You will invariably find that generally, not always, but generally the luck of the parents seem to turn around, and generally for the good. Why is it, and astrologically what are the reasons for that luck to turn around at times to change? Firstly, which is the house of children? The house of children is the 5th house, and so being the 8th house to the 10th house, so an upheaval, a turnaround, a change in the career comes about because the 5th house is strongly activated, and because the 5th house Karaka is Jupiter, which means good tidings, prosperity, abundance is also brought into the lives of the parents, especially that of the father, because the 5th house ruler, the natural ruler, is Sun, and Sun also denotes father in the horoscope, and hence the luck of the father seems to also change. But at the same time, we also know that the 5th house is also the 9th house to the 9th house, and so the doors of fate and luck also seem to open up for the father or for the parents when children are born, because the 9th house of gains to the house of gains, which is the doors of fate and luck, are opening, and so the doors of gains open, and so along with the career change, along with the change in the vocation, along with the change in business or new development in the business, a new promotion, a new posting, even a change of job, abundance, prosperity is showered on the couple. Now, while the 5th house is the 9th house to the 9th house, the 5th house itself is a very strong trine house, and so the 5th house of gains is also activated. So the doors of fate and luck are opening up for the parent. There is a change in career, some sudden change of moving up the career ladder, or doing better in role, or doing better in business also, as well as luck and fame or fate changing for you from the 5th house gains itself. So strong denotations all around. Also, the Lagna is 9 houses away from the 5th house, so the gains to the Lagna also comes to the person, which means that the person's reputation increases, his standing in society increases, his stature also increases by account of the Lagna being the 9th house to the 5th house. And so there are various denotations because of which the fate and luck of a person seems to change when children are born, and it is strongly related to Jupiter, which is the Karaka of the 5th house, and Jupiter is the Karaka of children. And so if Jupiter is not strong in the horoscope, and if the 5th lord is not strong, then the prosperity that children can bring around when they are born can be reduced, and sometimes with very strong afflictions of Jupiter as well as the 5th house and the 5th lord, children can become an issue for the parents. Now, according to Gemini astrology, Jupiter is also the Putra Karaka, Karaka of children, and hence if the 5th lord is also very strongly placed, or placed in a good placement, or in a good sign, or in strength, or in exaltation, then the results can be much better. And if the aspect of benefits also falls on the 5th house, then the turnaround time in terms of the financial situation of the father increasing can also be very good. This is also because the 5th house is also the house of finance and gains, and so because of financial gains the person may also do better. Now, the other denotations of this is that because the 5th house is ruled by Sun, and Sun brings brightness, fame, and even leadership role, so usually it can also be accompanied by promotion for one of the parents, especially that of the father, because your son is involved. So a leadership position or change in role or a better role, a stronger role, a more responsible role, a more accountable role may also come to the father. And because sun also constitutes brightness, and so the luck may shine, the father's work may shine, his or her projects may shine, business may also shine because of the presence of a new child, birth of a baby in the family. But the denotation knots don't stop there, and there has to be strong enough reasons in spite of all that. The other strong reason is the fifth house is the second house to the fourth house. Now we know the second house to the lagna is the earning of the lagna. So the second house to the fourth house, which is the fifth house, means earning of material resources, increase in the wealth of the person, because the fifth house, which is second house to the fourth house of material gains, tangible benefits of property, cars, all sorts of conveniences is activated. So the earning of the fourth house comes in by virtue of fifth house being positively activated by the birth of a child, and hence many times the birth of a child can also be accompanied with some conveniences coming into the house, new house being purchased at that time or within a few months or within a few years, and more conveniences coming into the house, the prospect of buying a new vehicle, jewelry, and even moving into a new house can also be the reason why the fourth house is activated, and the fifth house of gains is doubly activated by virtue of being the second house to the fourth house also. So the material gains of the father increases, the prosperity of the couple also increases, the luck and fame of the father increases, the opportunity of moving up the ladder increases, and there can be good prosperity all around. Now a disclaimer to this: the fifth house is also the house of sanchita karma. So many times children are given to you as a reward for your karma, and hence many times childless couples also think that what have we done in the past because of which we have been rendered childless. And so because if the sanchita karma is good, then couples are also rewarded as a reward for the sanchita karma. But it can also be an opportunity given to a couple or given to a person because of which the person is allowed a chance to improve the sanchita karma. How do you improve the sanchita karma? By raising the child up as a good citizen and paying back to the society. What better can you give back to society than leaving a good legacy? And the best legacy that a couple can leave behind, a person can leave behind, is a good child, because the child will carry on your legacy, will carry on the tradition, will carry on the life of values, helping others, and then that child may pass on those values and traditions to his child, and so on. And so good sanchita karma starts by you imbibing good values in the child and leaving a good, educated, responsible citizen behind when you leave this world. And so through that you also improve your sanchita karma. So if you have done that in your previous lives, that in the new life good children are given to you, obedient children are given to you, prosperity bringing children are given to you, good upheavals or good changes bringing children are given to you in this life, and so you also rise up. However, the challenge for you is that sometimes children, while they bring about prosperity and they bring about gains, also it also becomes a test for you whether you share that goodies of that is given to you with others or not. Sometimes parents are so engrossed in and so busy in collecting the material benefits that the zodiac showers on you, that you little do you think that we should also share some of the goodness that the zodiac has showered on us with others as well. So they don't do that, and they ignore others, they ignore the poor, they ignore the destitute, they ignore those who are truly deserving. And so it so happens that the good times doesn't last long. If a child is born and if you are facing good times, prosperity bringing times, abundance bringing times, learn to share your goodness, your prosperity with those who are unlucky, those who are destitute, those who really deserve it, and you will find that the good times will extend a little bit more, and if you continue to do the goodness and little bit more and more, and hence sometimes a good run which starts with the birth of a child continues for decades together. I know of so many stories where a child was born and that luck and fate turned around for a person, and then for decades together the person did so very well that starting from very humble beginnings, they rose to very heights in society with name, fame, luck, money, everything coming to them. But in their journey, if you look at such success stories which started with the birth of a child, you will generally see that such a person has also been giving to the others in their own way, small or big, but they have never forgotten that they should be giving back to society, and they have tried their level best to bring up the children with good values. And these people are family oriented people, and because of which the ethical conduct, giving to the poor, not remembering, not forgetting the humble background, not forgetting the humble beginnings, and raising a child with good legacy, improving the sanchita karma, and so the reign of good luck continues for a long period of time. So if you have a child who was born in your family and there has been a turnaround time, you know what to do next and how to continue the good streak. And if you are planning a child, know that the child can bring abundance and prosperity as a reward for the parents also, but there the time of responsibility also starts, not just how you raise a small child who is helpless in your arms, but also how you raise the child as a good citizen, giving back to society when the abundance and the fate turns around for you, and how you pay back and improve your sanchita karma, because the biggest opportunity for you is to improve the sanchita karma, which is also constituted by the 5th house along with being the karaka of children. So friends, like this video, share this video, and if you're looking for a personal consultation for me, please reach out to me at the links given below. Until some other time with some other video, this is your friend, astrologer and guide Irfan signing off.